Alright guys, what are we talking about today? The Isham Abstruse in M390, and this is produced by Bestech, and this was loaned to me by LTK. What do we do around here? We love them knives. That LTK. Yeah, yeah. Don't go ahead and laugh at my impression of it. The Abstruse, made by Bestech. That's a smaller knife. M390. LTK said he was going to send me this with a few other knives to test, and you'll be seeing those soon too, like the Native Chief, his Lion Steel Shuffler, Gonzo and D2, and I believe he sent me Tucson and S90V. That was the other one. So this is the first one of those. This goes along with the M390 for the growing of the M390 database. So before we talk about this or anything about it, let's go ahead and go to the cutting and then come back and talk about it and see what it did. To the cutting. Alright, and that was the cutting you saw with this. This is a smaller knife. I don't find it to be very comfortable to use, and the geometry isn't, you know, it's not terrible. It's not great either. It's okay. So let's go ahead and talk about how it did. I got this, it had the factory edge. I put a few edges on it, and then I went ahead and tested it. And in the first test, I got 123 feet fine edge and 144 feet working edge. It seemed a little odd to me. I went ahead and sharpened it and tested it again. For the second test, I got 118 feet fine edge and 142.6 feet working edge. it had been Rockwell tested before I cut with it. I did not ask LTK what the HRC was on this, and because I had so many loaners, I went ahead and let this sit for a couple weeks. So I had to go and look up before this video to see what the HRC was on this guy. And it makes sense now because this came in at 57 HRC. I know you guys haven't seen it yet. I have some other 57 HRC M390, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it doesn't surprise me, having tested some other lower HRC M390. So this did a little bit better than some S35VN on fine edge, but it actually fell short of most S35VN on working edge. I know these weren't cheap. I know it's a little disappointing, but this is some of the data we're looking for, though. I do need to update the data sheet. I know I've been putting out some edge retention videos and I haven't been able to update the sheet. I can't even say at this point how many aren't on there that I've posted. I believe it's somewhere around 8 or 10 knives, and I do need to catch up because in the next couple, I'm trying to do about a video a day so that I can get all these M390s added to the database. There are, I believe there's about 17 more in the first set of M390 I did for you guys to see before we'll see the video with all these together and talk about them as a whole. So don't want to give away too much about sharpening, stropping, things like that. I want to save that for the other video. This is going to be a short one. The Isham Abstruse, made by Bestech M390, and it didn't do very well. That's all I have. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.